I think the big issue which has really risen in salience since I started covering mayoral politics has been housing.
I think the real challenge for the mayor is to maintain the momentum that London has got. London is one of the most important cities in the world. It's a world city. It embraces change. It moves jobs from one part of London to another part of London before anybody's even really noticed.
I think most of the commentators are absolutely clear that housing is a huge issue across London at the moment, and I think the issues caused by London being such a success and attracting so many people to want to work in London are in themselves creating some tensions that then flow out of the shortage of housing, including the important issues of connected transport, air transport, road transport and indeed rail transport.
And finally, I would say the position of London in the world. We're looking at the great Brexit debate and the referendum. So there will be this question of how precarious is London's position in that, what's the likely impact either way over an in or out vote, and particularly on the City of London.
One of the big assets that the mayor has got is that he's also the chairman of Transport for London and can set the fares in London. This enables him actually to raise the fares, in my view, in order to pay for new investment. And that's one of the biggest assets that London has got. And that enables you to do things like the mayoral development corporations, opening up the areas around the old Olympic Park, and all of these things which we need.
I wonder whether we need to see less in the way of colourful mayors and more in the way of a managerial approach to some of the issues that London faces.
Well, the powers of the mayor are quite limited, but I don't think you should mistake that for not having influence. The job of mayors in big global cities is to be kind of a bully pulpit, to be an advocate.
So I'd like to see a London develop where people work in close alliance with each other, the private sector with the public sector, bringing forward space perhaps between local councils, the mayor and central government.
I would say this is going to be a closer race than many people think.
For the first time in a long time, I find it very difficult to read the politics of London at the moment. I suppose to follow worldwide trends, there's always been a tendency for the Mayor of London to be the opposite colour politically from the prevailing government, so that might give Sadiq a better chance.
I'm not sure we know yet. I think that they haven't got enough clarity yet about what the policies are of these mayors, and neither am I very sure who might win.
But I do think that when we get into the campaigning, particularly in the outer boroughs, we will see a Zach revival. And we haven't yet really seen Zach and Sadiq go head to head. When people come to compare mayoral candidates, they like to see them next to each other. They like to see who got the better of whom. So I don't think the sort of 6 to 8 points, which has been the pretty consistent poll lead for Labour in London, is necessarily the final story. Probably Sadiq Khan looks like the more probable leader, but I certainly would not want to put my overvalued London house mortgage on it.